everyone on YouTube? It's Driver KG, and I know I've been gone for a little bit, but as you can see, it's just been nasty. But let me tell you what's going on. All right, so I've been having this issue right here. So as you can see, I have a bunch of lights on the dash, and you're asking what the hell is going on with this car. So I was driving, and in the middle of driving, all these lights popped up. So I took it to one of my buddies over at the Hyundai dealership, and we found out that the wheel speed sensor is going crazy. So that's what's going on right here. Is it something normal that happens? No. So I have a little bit of an oil leak, and it's when we did the when we took off the timing cover, we definitely forgot to put a little bit of sealant on the bottom side where it meets the oil pan. So that's where I had a little bit of an oil leak, because it just had what was existing there. So when I redid it, by the time I redid the oil pan and putting a gasket around there was already a good amount of oil around that sensor and getting it dirty. So here we are right now today, and I'm just going to grab a ABS wheel speed sensor, and that should take everything away. So we should be good from there. All right, so today we got, who we got?
You got your boy Elantra N, I mean.
Yep.
Sleeper.
All right, and we're going to do the high pressure fuel pump, inlet, intake. We're going to do the injectors later, and he's going to get a tune from somebody that I'm going to explain all that in a bit, but you know how we do it. Right here already we have the fuse right there. You got to pull that one out, let the car run till it dies before you start moving around with it, or you will get a bunch of squirt out from here and this side. So you want to let it die out on its own. The car's been running for a little bit, so it's a little warm. Let it go, and then we should be able to work on it in about 45 minutes or so. But you'll hear it when it starts to die. And then
It is a 2023 Elantra N. So anybody looking to see the setup, because there's not a lot of videos, you definitely about to put the stage 2 to keep the intake in. There's not a lot of videos out there, so we'll be briefly putting videos up in that so y'all can understand and see how it looks with the Elantra N. And ready for the journey.
don't you already got something done to this?
You know what I mean?
Oh, there it is. It's starting to die. But in the meantime, what you got sitting back there? Oh, there it is.
There you go. Right now I got the Depot Racing Downpipe catless. It's down in there.
Yep, and you can see it. That thing kind of big too. Yeah. All right. So now you just need everything else. You need intercooler soon, right? And
Yeah.
should be good to go with that high pressure fuel pump from 6. This is not the 6 high pressure fuel pump that we putting on. We putting on Sonata for now. 6 comes out at the end of March for the first batch, and then the second batch is like a month or two after. So let's see how this goes. All right, so we got it on nice and easy. Now, y'all know the struggle with this thing. Time to get this off and get the new one on. Have that better throttle response. Had to tag out, y'all. This back pain.
Yeah, mine's starting to hurt too, I ain't gonna lie, but
Yeah, as long as I get a 10 back there. But in the meantime, man, y'all see how black this car is? I haven't seen it like this in so long. Wait till y'all see what's coming. On here, we're putting the Turbo Tech, so that should be nice and easy, quick. It's just a 17, something holding the 17, 214s at the back. Y'all know that. I don't know what we used before, so 214s here, 17 here, and then you want something holding it on this side, because it's gonna be a big nut on the other side. So, oh man, big things coming. Let me show y'all the back, give you a little taste of what's going on here. Notice anything going back here? Anything? Yes, sir.
Recording now.
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is a pain. It's a pain, but we there.
Gotta smile for the camera.
Smile for the camera. Smile.
You the
I'm
one
hurt.
making it possible.
Recording. I got 2 other gaskets.
You got 2 other?
Uh-huh.
Nah, we good. My mistake.
We still recording?
Yes, sir.
He's
Still
recording. It's all live. It's all going in the video too.
Oh no! Damn.
Need some WD?
Damn. Oh, yeah.
Locked. Hey, we got some oil from the other inlet. We can wipe
Some oil.
Got some Earls on there.
Some oil. There we go. All right. So, what we do to your car?
lower motor mount.
We did that motor mount, man. That faulted me a little bit because I didn't have the car as high as I could have it. And, you know, getting it back to where you need it to be, you got to flex the engine a little bit so you can get the screw through that 17 mil. This thing, you're going to see what's going on with it in due time. But honestly, I'm going to have to give you guys the truth of what's going on with this thing. So, as you guys know, for the longest time, I've been tuned by N75 and showing you guys what these cars are possible, what's possible with these cars. And at this moment, sometimes with greater power, you gotta make changes and you gotta do what's best for you. All right, guys, so it's not exactly easy to make this type of video. So a lot of you have known that the car has been almost full bolt on, HT 400 turbo. We've been through 2 turbos at this point. Stock one was making some noises, as I showed before, had some smoking on D-cell, some play, other little things. So you could tell that that turbo was just about done. Then we went on to this custom turbo that N75 had done. This turbo I had thought was a bad unit, and that's when I had messaged Daniel at the time, like, hey, look, man, when are you going to send that HT 400? Now, you know, back then he did tell me, hey, if I send you this custom turbo, I don't like it, I'm not a fan of it, blah, blah. But at that time, my stock turbo was done, and it didn't make sense for him to send me another one later on if you know, if I was paying for the install to be done. So went on with that. Then he sent me HT 400. I ended up selling that one, that unit, and now here we are with HT 400, and that one is now giving a little bit of issue. So got some noises, got some smoke, got some of the same things that the stock turbo was doing. So with that being said, we got the new turbo. By the time this video goes out, that new turbo may be in. You know what? I'll tell you guys what it is. It is a TTE 490 from the Turbo Engineers TTE, and that turbo, from what I've seen in Germany and in the UK, stuff like that, it's been doing pretty good. I've seen a few applications over 500 wheel horsepower. But when it comes to tuning, okay, so this is a big thing. I've tried to stay away from any feuding in the community, and I know, like, some people out there, you're just not gonna like what I'm doing. You're not gonna like what tune I chose, or, you know, you're entitled to your opinion. My channel, I'm going to do what I feel, and I'm going to explain to you guys and show you guys every step of the way of the decisions I made and what it's doing for the car. So at this point, with the TTE going in or in, depending, things are going to be a little different. So what I mean by that is I am changing tuners, and I don't have the exact tuner right now, but I'm looking, I'm doing some research, talking here and there. If you guys have any opinions on that or anyone that you want me to talk to, hey, give them my Instagram or my Facebook. But as of right now, no longer N75 tuned. And why, you might ask, I don't want to go too much into that. I don't want to bash anyone. I don't want to send any negativity to anyone. But there's just some things that I don't agree with. There's some things that I won't stand for as a man myself. I'm not going to let certain things, in an easy way of saying it, I'm just not going to stand for it. So as of right now, no more N75. I'm going to look, we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make a smooth, close to 500 horsepower. At this point, I know 500 horsepower is a little shaky. It's a little hard because of the bearings, the rods, might run into some issues. So you guys know that I'm going to give you the bare facts of anything that's going on with the car, anything that is broke, anything that's going great. I'm going to tell you guys, because at the end of the day, you watch this to basically see if you want to mod your car. Just drop in and see what's going on. Or if you want to do the same thing, if you're thinking about buying Elantra N, Kona N, Veloster N, any of those things. So I want to give you guys a complete, true rendition of what's going on. No matter if it's with tuners, if it's with power numbers, if it's with any of this stuff. So at the end of the day, I'm going to share my experience with it. That's why I made this channel, because I'm like, hey, you know what? Hyundai made something different. I've never seen it. You know what? Let's give it a shot. You know, they already got pretty decent with the Genesis out there. The Veloster started flourishing and doing good. So it got my attention with that Veloster. So, you know what? Let's see. And we're seeing. So I'm glad at this point, at least 3 years later, we know what these cars are capable of a little bit. We're getting a little more parts here and there. I am glad to see Six trying to make things better, giving us that high pressure fuel pump, working on some other little things in the mix. They're trying, they're doing what they have to do. You got other companies like Lap 3 with the Stage X boost controller, trying to give you the user focus customization of choosing what boost you want. Other tuners that are out there, like, N75 was pushing this car, we're trying to see what the limits were. Cherry, also another great company, trying to do what they're doing. There's a few other companies out there. I see, you got to look out there. Upper Motorsports is another new one that I've heard of, and he's doing some good stuff over here. And he's pretty close to me. He's not even that far. So, we have a good tuning market. We have a little bit more support than we did. And if you want to make the power, if you're serious about making the power, you can. You just have to have the money and, go from there. We have some resources. So it's not like, hey, I'm going to not choose Hyundai because I can't get the car over 400. You can. So it's possible. When you pass that 30 psi, that's when you start playing with death on the engine. So the longevity may not be as long with 30 psi. So it might be best to keep it wherever I go, keep tuned at like 28, 29, something like that. But we are going to get this car low sevens. My goal, I'd be happy with a high 6, but we're going to figure that stuff out. But I've also had a friend of mine named Kevin. He had some issues. I talked him into getting the same tune that I got, and unfortunately it just did not work out for him. He had some fuel cutting. He asked me about some fuel cutting. I also had a good amount of fuel cut. As you could see in the dyno video, I've had some not engine knocking, but pre-detonation, and you could just tell the car was like it could be better. So unfortunately with Kevin, his car had a lot of knock. It was making this noise. And then all of a sudden, it lost everything. It leaned out in cylinder 3. So he's at the point of having to get a new engine. And, we'll go more into that once his car is finished. But maybe I might do a video call with him so you guys could see it and stuff like that. But, at this moment, I'm only going to recommend to you guys who I think is reliable, respectful. There's a lot of things that go into it. So, again, I know you guys are going to say, hey, you know what, why don't you reach out to Lap 3? I wouldn't mind reaching out to all other tuners, including Lap 3. It's just there's been some things going on in the past. I have to talk. We're going to have to talk it out. So, again, this is not a video that I wanted to make. I wish the car was doing flawlessly right now, but it is not. And as you guys saw, took the wrap off. We're going to start from fresh. So all of my bolt-ons still on the car. I paid for each and every one of them, including EK1. The car was sponsored by N75 or the tune, like a few tunes. I paid for the original tune and I paid for like one set of revisions, but he sent me revisions as I asked. So for right now, if you guys want to see some more Mexico content, we are going to get right back out here. I'm going to make a decision within a week. If you guys are seeing this, it depends on when you're seeing this. I may have a tuner already and there's some things coming up. So I'm trying to get into some more track racing, some more drag racing with a radio. I got a radio for the car. We're going to be running a 245 18 DR2 and also get some more Mexico run nights in there. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, and we're going to have some more coming up.